Seafood is a domestic shrimp processor.
How long has the company been in business?
Our company started in 1966.
How did your company start?
Our company started as a oyster company that was originally founded by my grandfather.
What type of processing do your plants do?
In our 4 plants, we have one that does peeled meat, peeled and deveined, head on, headless. We also do some cooked.
How and where do you receive your products?
We receive the vast majority of our product by boat, which we are located on the water, so we unload them directly off the boat. We do get some product via truck, refrigerated truck that comes in from Texas, Mississippi, other parts of Alabama, a little bit of Florida, and we do get a small amount off the East Coast.
What regulations does your company have to abide by?
We are currently inspected by the FDA, the USDC, the Board of Health, and a few other local companies.
When is your busiest season?
Our busiest season usually takes place in the summer when they open the federal waters. State waters are generally open most of the year, so we do get some product during the winter, but generally our plant runs 12 hours a day. During the off season, we generally just sell shrimp and use our storage facility. During the summers, we usually try to produce enough shrimp to hold us out throughout the year. If in the worst case scenario for the home product, we do buy some from other domestic shrimp processors.
What types of products do you offer?
We do all domestic shrimp. We do block frozen, which is a 5-pound block of shrimp. We do IQF, which stands for individually quick frozen, which we use liquid nitrogen to do. And we also have 50-pound slabs that is done in one of our other plants that is all head on. We also have the block frozen, the 50-pound slabs, which is another plant on the other side of the bayou from us that does primarily head-on shrimp for wholesale.
How many people in your family's company does it take to process all of the products?
We currently have around 90 employees. During the winter, it does go down dramatically to probably 20 or 30, but in the height of the summer, we can have over 100 employees.
What challenges does your company have to deal with on an annual basis?
Annually, we have to deal with the price of imports, which are extremely low compared to our costs because of our overhead that we cannot possibly compete with.
How is your company trying to deal with these issues?
Currently, we are trying to increase our production to cut our overhead, which actually means that we have to do more automated processes, which actually lowers our employee count, which is bad for our local economy.
What are the company's future plans?
We're currently trying to get into more retail markets and more grocery store chains so that we can eventually try to lower the cost of our product.
What do you think it will help with lowering the cost of your product, and what can consumers do to help local businesses in this area?
Most of the time when you buy seafood products in most retailers, it's all imported. 94% of all shrimp that you buy or consume in the US is all imported, and only 2% of that is actually inspected when it comes into this country, unlike the domestic shrimp industry, which is inspected monthly.
And what issues do the shrimping boats themselves face before they even get to your receiving plant?
Another reason for the high cost of domestic shrimp is because of the boat prices. We have to pay the boats fairly, but with the current price of diesel and their overhead, they're having to constantly stay out longer and longer times, mostly times over a month long, just to attempt to cover their overhead, which, as it's slowly getting worse, it's becoming harder and harder for them to do.
What are the company's future plans to improve on sales and efficiency?
We are currently installing a new bagger in our main processing plant to attempt to double our production capability to diminish some of our overhead with the same amount of labor hours. And in the future, we are also trying to get more into a cooked market where we can possibly compete for a cooked end product, which we do have in some casinos currently.
Who can purchase your product, and where can your product be purchased?
You can currently purchase our product in Bell Foods and Safeway markets. You can also come and buy it locally directly from our company. And there's also a lot of local smaller markets and around town and around the surrounding states that you can buy our product.
Why should consumers purchase local domestic shrimp instead of imports at the store?
Most of the imports at store are actually loaded with different antibiotics because they are all farm raised, most of which are actually banned for use in this country, which we are not allowed to do. So we try to limit the amount of materials that go into the product and keep it as fresh as we possibly can.
Where do you see your company in the next 10 years?
As we currently strive to enhance everything in our business, we plan to increase our production so that we can eventually try to compete more with the import market, price-wise and quantity-wise, so that more people